Happy New Year everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Julie, and today on Yin Yoga and More, this is the second video where we explore the spleen meridian. So this is the second part where we do this is a half hour yin yoga video. We will be holding the positions for about 3 minutes, and this will further help to restore balance and to let go of worry, so that we can move into the new year in a happy and healthy way. So, just to recap, the spleen meridian starts at the corner of the big toes, and it runs along the sides of the feet, and then it comes up the inside, and when it gets to the knee, it crosses over towards the top of the thighs, and then it comes up the inside, each side of the groin, across the belly, up the chest, just slightly further up than the collarbones, than the armpits, and then it comes back down to the sides of the chest. So the first position that we're going to move into, and this is just a short position to set us up for the next position, is butterfly. So if you'd like to bring the soles of your feet together, and you can start to flap your butterfly wings, and how close you bring the heels to the groin dictates the intensity of the stretch. But we tend to store a lot of deep emotions in the hips, which just adds to hip stiffness. So opening the hips every day is a really good idea, and a wonderful practice to help you to keep letting go of your emotions on a day-to-day basis. Because when we're healing, emotions do come up daily, and to be able to process them and let them go is incredibly important. And then just bring the knees to stillness. We're now going to move into deer pose. So we take the left leg parallel with the front of the mat, hip in line with knee, and then we stretch the back leg, hip in line with knee, knee in line with ankle, and we engage the feet. And then you might like to bring your left hand to the side and your right hand into the middle as you start to straighten, sitting squarely on both hips. If you would like to stretch a little bit further, you can take the hands behind you . This is a wonderful hip opener. Feel both of the hips grounding down. This is a wonderful pose to ground the energy and to help you to feel centered and balanced. As we release what no longer serves our purpose. On your next exhale, walk the hands forward if you took them behind you, and we're just going to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And the next time the legs go over to the right, we're going to take deer pose on the right. So align the leg with the front of the mat, engage the feet, hip in line with knee, knee in line with ankle, and the same with the back leg. And if you'd like to take the hands either side of the hip to help you to balance, or alternatively, you can take the hands behind to increase the stretch. On your next exhale, bring the hands towards the hips if you have them behind you, and then take them back directly behind you, and then start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then bring the knees to the centre, and we're going to come into a tabletop position. So come into a tabletop position, and we're just going to do just a couple of cat and cow, just to stretch the spine. So breathe in, drop the belly and raise the head. Breathe out and raise it round the spine and look towards the belly button. Breathe in, drop the belly and raise the head. Breathe out, round the spine. just helping to loosen up the spine and to get the energy flowing. And then come back to a neutral spine. And the next pose we're going to move into is high dragon. So you need to bring your right leg between your hands and then lift that back knee up and take it further back so that you're more on the top part of your knee rather than being fully on the kneecap. So the weight is evenly distributed. And then come up and place the right hand on the thigh and top it with the left. And then sink the hips down. Frame the feet, rock back on the left leg as we bring the right leg back into tabletop. And then bring the left leg between the hands, push down into the feet, raising the right leg, taking the foot back, and then bring the knee to the floor so that you're not on the whole of the kneecap. So we're taking pressure off the knee and then push up, taking the left hand to the thigh and crossing it with the right. as we come into high dragon. And then take the hands either side of the feet, rock back onto your right leg as you bend the knee, coming back into tabletop. We're now going to make our way down onto our belly. So take the feet behind and lower yourself down to the mat. And we're going to come into Tipsy Sphinx. So arms are about shoulder width apart, forearms flat on the floor, and where the elbow is, if this feels a little bit too much on the bottom of the back, then just slide the arms further forward, which makes less of a back bend. So when you've found your perfect arm position, you're going to abduct the right leg out to the side. So just look over that shoulder, and we want hip in line with knee, knee in line with ankle, and then engage the feet. And this pose is really good for varicose veins. your next exhale, bring the leg back in, and when you're ready, take the left leg, abduct the left leg, just looking over the shoulder to check that the knee is in line with the hip and the ankle is in line with the knee. On your next exhale, bring in the left leg, stack one palm on top of the other. As you bring your head down onto the back of the hands, and then start to slowly rock the hips from side to side, just releasing any tension in the lower back. And then come up onto the left elbow. Use the right hand to tuck under the left arm. As you push down, coming over onto the side first and then onto the back. But I'm just going to turn round so that I've not got the back of my head facing you. So we're going to move into banana pose. So if you'd like to bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor, bump your hips over to the left, and then you're going to take the right foot to the outside of the right side of the mat, cross it with the left, and then you're going to start to bring your shoulders and your head over to the left. And then take the hands above the head, and you can either take hold of the left wrist with the right arm as you take the arms over to the right, or you can grab hold of either elbow. So the shoulders are grounded, the hips are grounded as we move into a crescent position. This is a wonderful stretch for the whole side of the body. On your next exhale, bring your head and your arms back to centre, followed by your legs. Straighten up the hips and then push down in the feet as you take the hips over to the right, taking the left leg over to the outside corner of the left side of the mat, crossing it with the right, and then taking the head and the shoulders over to the left, followed by the hands above the head, and then your perfect arm position, either grabbing onto both sides of the elbows or taking the right arm in the left hand as you pull the arms over to the left. And feel that wonderful side stretch. Bring the head and shoulders back to centre, followed by the legs. Straighten the hips. Bring the feet, bend the knees, and then take the soles of the feet together and allow the hips to fall out to the side. If you'd like to bring your hands to your stomach and your lower abdomen, as you just reconnect with your breathing. You might like to close your eyes. Feel the air entering the nostrils, moving down into the chest,